Welcome, I'm Aliki. I'm here to help you upgrade your energy. In this video, I'm going to talk about 12 signs that your relationship won't last so that you can know what the signs are, what it is that you can look out for. Now, know that these are not set in stone. It doesn't mean that if you have one of these or several of these, your relationship is definitely doomed to fail. But it does mean that there are areas that truly need some work, that you need to build on those areas and come closer together, to be more in sync with one another, because it truly has to do with your energy not being in sync, with you not moving forward truly at each other's side and standing together, moving forward together, creating things in your life together. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Remember to like. It helps my channel grow and get my message across to more people. And thank you for that. Now, the first sign is the obvious one, that the relationship is truly one-sided. One person is putting in all the work. If you feel that you are the one doing everything and the other person is just living their life, doing their own thing, and truly not making any effort, then this is a very powerful sign that this isn't going to last, because there is true imbalance. One feels that they are putting in all their energy into keeping the relationship together, and the other has all their energy focused on something outside of the relationship. So their energy is going somewhere else, wherever that is. It's a true, powerful imbalance. The second sign is that there's no common ground. You are not standing at each other's side. And I'm not talking about a long distance relationship where one is in one place and the other is in the other. I'm talking about emotionally, energetically. There's nothing in common. You are not at each other's side. You are not moving forward together. If there's no common interests, no common goals, nothing in common, this is a very strong sign that it can't last, because there's nothing truly keeping you together. There needs to be energy keeping you together. Number 3 is if one or both are in there for their own self-gain, for their own self-benefit. There is something that they feel that they can gain from you, something that they benefit out of being at your side, to be there in the relationship, and they're not truly there for you. They're just thinking of what is it that they can get out of it. And this really does not go for a lasting, loving relationship. Number 4 is if it's only based on purely physical attraction. Yes, physical attraction can be very powerful, but it doesn't keep a relationship together for years and years on end. And if there's only that, there's really nothing else. Number 5 is when one or both do not feel happy in the relationship. You don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel valued. You don't feel appreciated. And if this is happening and you feel a sadness being there, it's not something that can last, because even if you choose to make this last, what you're living is something that's making you unhappy. And what's the point of being in a relationship, a long-lasting relationship, and add to long-lasting unhappiness, a long-lasting dissatisfaction? Move into relationships that make you happy, that make you feel valued, that make you feel loved, in which you experience happiness, excitement, joy, in all forms. You can have this. Don't stay in a relationship that you're unhappy being in just out of fear that there's nothing better out there for you. There is. Believe in you. And sometimes it's even better to be on your own than to stay in a relationship that you're unhappy being in. Number 6 is if one experiences extreme jealousy. If they do not feel that they can trust the other person, that they believe in them, that they believe in their actions, if there is not faith, if there is not devotion, then this cannot move into something happy and balanced. There is true disharmony. And when one person experiences extreme jealousy, it makes them feel a true fogginess in their mind. Their actions become extreme. Their way of expression can be truly extreme. Even if this relationship lasts, jealousy has very negative energy to it. It is very low frequency energy, heavy energy, and it does not bring forward love, understanding, and happiness. Number 7 is if the two in the relationship have beliefs, morals, and values that are truly incompatible. I'm not talking about them being the same thing. I'm talking about them clashing, where your values clash with one another. What you believe in is not able to coexist. When this happens, the two of you will have true difficulty in coexisting without having extreme arguments, without truly having clashes between you. Number 8 is when one is easily swayed by outside influence, whether it's a family member, a friend, a mentor, whatever it is. If they do not make decisions based on what they feel, what they believe, what they value, what they love, their knowledge and their wisdom within them, if they base all their decisions and actions on what someone else guides them to do, and many people that do this don't usually base it on just one person telling them what to do. They usually generally listen to outside influence. They do not believe in who they are. They do not believe that they are capable of making a decision that is going to move them forward, that is going to be the right, let's say, decision, that is going to bring forward who they are. Number 9 is if one does not truly feel the need to make time for the other person. And I'm not talking about them having to be a priority in your life. Perhaps right now, something else is a priority. I'm talking about thinking of the other person in your day, wanting to share your experiences with them, wanting to share what it is that you're thinking, that you're doing, what's happening, get their opinion. If you don't value time with the other person, or they don't value you, this is a sign that you don't truly want to be in this relationship. And this brings me to number 10. If they do not value your opinion, they don't want to know what it is that you think of what's happening, where they want to share their experiences with you and for you to say what you think is best, to discuss things with you. Number 11 is if one or both do not feel that you can be yourself, where you can express yourself freely, act freely, be who you truly are with the other person. If you feel that you need to guard your thoughts, to guard your actions, to guard anything, and not be you, this cannot truly last. Many relationships do last with this, and it's not in truth, it's not in light, it's not in love. It's just that the two may stay together out of self-gain. And this brings us to one of the other signs that I mentioned. So yes, with this sign, it may last, but it's not going to last in happiness. Number 12 is if your energy is not in sync with each other. If you do not feel that deep connection, if you do not have that inner knowing where we are one, we can move forward in happiness, we can move forward in love, where you feel them, that they are part of you. You know this. No one outside of you can tell you, hey, the two of you are in sync. This is an inner knowing that you have. And you have this inner knowing from the very first moment that you met. You felt that connection. Many times you try to make a relationship work that within you, you've known from the beginning, it's not really going far. It's not really in balance. It's not making you happy. They are not happy. And when you're just trying to make something work, you truly exert a whole lot of energy in something that's just not flowing, in something that's not truly meant to be. And I'm one who really believes in relationships that are meant to be, people who are meant to be together, who really, really are in sync with one another, who truly love one another. I believe this is possible for each and every one of us. I believe this for you. If you right now are in a relationship out of fear that there's nothing better there for you, stand in your power, stand in your happiness, stand in your love. Believe in you. When you believe in you fully and you stand in your happiness fully and you express it in everything you say and everything you do, the person who is truly meant to be at your side will be there. If you are not in a lasting relationship full of the expression of you, expressing the best of you, bringing out the best in you, and you bringing out the best in them, bringing out their happiness, bringing out their love. If this is not what you have right now, see if it is something that you can move into together, and see what that inner knowing is telling you. Believe in what your heart, what your core has known all along, has told you all along. I wish you happiness. I wish you love. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and also remember to like.